town, his world, his sport. That's the way he sees it.
One little factor, perhaps, in the heavy odds in favor of Mayweather is that if he picked Ortiz to fight, then the general perception is he knows he can win because he's been accused of being a very prudent matchmaker for himself in the past, and he sure made it work.
He outclassed Juan Manuel Marquez, who was clearly fighting at a weight beyond where he could be effective. He totally dominated Ricky Hatton, even outfighting Hatton inside, which was supposed to be Hatton's strength in the fight. And in his last fight, he took 2 big shots from Shane Mosley in the second round, and then simply turned out Mosley's lights. Shane practically did nothing for the rest of the fight.
Well, tonight, I think he's going to be a little bit more physical than he's been in a lot of.
World champion record, 41 fights.
Round 1.
He is exciting in the ring tonight, as he always has been outside the ring.
Round 1, and the difference in their body styles immediately apparent. Mayweather looking like a classic boxer. Victor Ortiz, an aircraft carrier. Look at that back. Mayweather landing body shots. Early flurries seem to show his hands are quicker.
And he thinks that he can really touch Ortiz from close quarters.
Well, 2 of Floyd's favorite punches and most effective is a little short right-hand lead that he does very effective when he shoots him almost at the same speed of a jab.
There's the first right hook for Ortiz.
And that's exactly what he's trying to focus on, is a little right-hand lead. Hard to roll and counter and try to come back with a short right hand if Ortiz comes in and leaves himself open. But the right hand of Floyd is going to be a big factor in this fight as far as his weapons.
And he's tremendously accurate with that right hand lead. He's landed 3 or 4 of them on the button right now. And if he times them right, he can take away the rhythm of Ortiz's offensive attack. Ortiz gets to the body, though, with a couple of shots in the corner. And Mayweather grins at him, which suggests to us that Ortiz made an impact on the ribcage.
Right now, for the most part, I think the effective blow should have been landed by Floyd.
Of course. Those right-hand leads have been perfect.
Ortiz seems to be constantly trying to change his look, moving, then coming forward. Mayweather is so quick-minded that he doesn't get flustered or confused by any of that.
At the end of the day, I'm not sure Ortiz can be effective fighting Mayweather from this distance, Emmanuel. Seems to me he has to get closer.
Well, but Floyd has been able to throw his right hand, but after that he can't do nothing himself. He throws a right hand and then he tries to drop down. So, I don't know. It goes like this. It still can be okay with Ortiz, but Ortiz can possibly try to use his weight to tie.
He got in a left-hand lead. Interesting way to turn the page on Floyd Mayweather's right-hand leads. And Ortiz landed his left-hand lead.
But Ortiz is not really that effective with his left as much because he's really right-handed.
As you mentioned,
his right hand
really
is
right-handed.
yes.
Like Oscar De La Hoya, like Miguel Cotto, like any number of stars of recent years who've understood the importance of having the strong hand in front. Another left-hand lead by Ortiz. Interesting little strategic wrinkle. It's not a punch he normally throws.
Good round for Floyd, but Ortiz didn't look outclassed completely.
Excellent, excellent.
At least by my lights, But 4 of Mayweather's landed punches were right-hand leads directly onto the chin of Ortiz, and they appeared, at least by my lights, to have won in the round. Crowd is chanting Ortiz, Ortiz now, as round 2 begins. Victor hasn't yet landed a right hook, which is his money punch.
Floyd is so skilled. You can be sure he's very aware and trying to neutralize his best punch.
Left hand landed for Ortiz. He's getting closer now and trying to muscle Mayweather a little bit. I think Floyd's been surprised by Victor Ortiz throwing left-hand leads. He's thrown 4 of them and they've landed. Not hard, but they're getting contact.
Floyd's entire attack is based on just what you just saw. Right-hand leads, and when he shoots it, he tries to drop down to his right, which prevents Ortiz from coming back with counterpunches effectively. But most of his attack is basically going to be on the right hand tonight.
Short with the right hand. And Ortiz lands a right hook for the first time. Just a chopping punch, didn't have full power, but at least he got that one on the Mayweather's head. Right hook to the body, left hand by Ortiz. Just misses upstairs with the right hook. He's assertive, he's not intimidated, he's trying to fight him. And he's trying to make him fight. But Ortiz is going to have to fight at a faster pace than this if he wants to make his point. There's the right hand again. First big landing punch of the round for Mayweather. Now Ortiz gets him into the corner where he might be able to do some business. Joe Cortez wasn't quick to break them.
Yeah, he has been criticized for being too quick to break some of Mayweather fight, and he showed that he was patient.
Ortiz is threatening Mayweather, and Mayweather's grinning again. It's clear that Mayweather's going to land his counters. He's very accurate.
But he can't do anything after that. He throws a right hand and that's it. He's not coming back with any combination. He lands the right hand and then he goes back to a safety zone.
And again, Ortiz led with the left to both the body and the head. Now Mayweather lands 2 right hands. Ortiz coming in, blocked that shot. He gets Mayweather into the corner and goes after him again.
He tries to muscle him and let him know, I'm still big and I'm still coming.
Second round is fascinating. Young Victor Ortiz is having his moments here and there. He's got Floyd Mayweather, at least for the moment, into something of a fight. That meaning the second round, and in fact,
He lands that one punch and then he goes back to defense, making sure he doesn't get hit back. So he's systematically winning the fight on points as it's going right now.
those were not all from the second round. Those were first and second round right-hand leads. He did not land that many in the second round, and in fact, Harold Letterman gives the second round to Ortiz and gets him even on the scorecards going to the third. That's an event in and of itself. Mayweather doesn't lose that many rounds. And Victor, by most people's lights, isn't here to try to win a decision.
Jabbing and hooking instead of just throwing the right hand. I'd like to see him jab a lot more. He's got very, very fast hands.
Now he backs Ortiz up, walking him down a little bit. And you heard Roger Mayweather asking for that. Back him up some more.
Ortiz doesn't know how to fight backing up. He's an aggressive young fighter. If Floyd can back him up effectively, he may possibly stop him at least, but he'll win by a much wider margin and take some of the pressure off of himself.
You did not tune into 24/7 or follow the build-up for the fight, you may conceivably be unaware of Victor Ortiz's amazing backstory. Raised in Garden City, Kansas, His mother abandoned his family when he was 7. His father abandoned his family when he was 11. He was functionally helpful in raising his younger brother. Wound up living for 3 years in high school with a foster family. Boxing was his way out in a very big way.
Well, both fighters have really been battling for themselves for a long, long time. And Mayweather looks like, I have him, I'm going to just chop him down systematically with the right hand.
Mayweather is more relaxed. He's landing with extreme accuracy. Victor Ortiz does not seem hurt by any of these punches, and he's got a grin on his face. He had his moments in the second round.
But, you know, Victor's going to have to increase his output because right now Floyd is systematically breaking him down.
No, they're fighting at a Floyd Mayweather pace.
Floyd is fighting a beautiful fight right now.
And now the left-hand lead lands again for Ortiz. Mayweather's not expecting Victor to land with his left hand. And there's a hard right hand by Mayweather. Ortiz walked right through it. Good left cross by Victor Ortiz. He's quick enough to fight with Floyd Mayweather. He's going to maximize his chance against Floyd.
Working very effective, and he's just taking his time, placing his punches, fighting a beautiful fight.
His far greater accuracy, a big difference in the fight so far. Power shots in round 3, Mayweather landed 16 of 29. Ortiz 4 of 14. Victor Ortiz is going to have to fight at a faster pace if he's going to maximize his chance against Floyd Mayweather. Harold, how do you have it quick rate?
Look at Jim, 2 rounds to 1, 29-28, Floyd Mayweather. Jim, in round 3, Floyd got into this middle, beat the hell out of him, and he's continuing right here. Look at this, my boys. Beautiful, the left hooks, beautiful. 2-1, Mayweather.
And now Ortiz's face is beginning to be marked by Mayweather's power punches, and Mayweather seems to be putting substantially more pop on them now in this round.
Mayweather usually is a Zen master of non-aggression. Tonight, he's been trying to turn that around, to be aggressive as well as showing his boxing skill.
Ortiz got Mayweather into the corner, but could only brand one punch before Floyd got away. Mayweather lands a chopping left hook to the side of Ortiz's face. Misses with the right, and Victor Ortiz lands the right hook. He did one in there, and he lands another one, and it's a big round. And Ortiz is ripping Mayweather against the ropes. And Floyd's making a miss and stepping away, but that brought the crowd to life again.
But the best punch here so far has been right hand leads. Those short right hands right there.
Mayweather jabbing Ortiz. Victor wants to get inside of him. Ortiz's greater strength showing up when they go to the ropes.
Let's go. What the heck?
Ortiz grinning. He's getting excited in there.
Well, you know, Mayweather's been hitting him with punches all night and has not been successful in terms of hurting him. And I think that's making his confidence growing. And even though Floyd is winning, I'm quite sure he's thinking a little bit, man, what is holding this guy up? He hasn't even been staggered yet. So, you know, it's giving confidence to Ortiz, even though Floyd is winning the fight. But he has not been able to hurt Ortiz.
Emmanuel, Floyd had a 70% KO, TKO record before he came into the welterweight division as a title holder. He's at 17% knockouts against the bigger guys.
Ortiz is still walking through Mayweather's big spots, but his right eye's hiding his left. And he seems to feel the urgency. Pushing Mayweather back against the rope, jumping on him. Cortez calling timeout. They're talking to each other. And he's going to penalize Ortiz for butting. I said he jumped on him. Cortez judged it to be Ortiz trying to butt his head. assault at all times.
Ortiz was apologizing, and Mayweather was punching.